Okay, I do have a little experience to share. This experience I just had last night, the previous night. It started out, it took place in the personal self home on the upstairs level, which is, of course, kind of indicative of the real side of things. Well, I was standing right by the stairway, right by the stairway in my house. So kind of going down into that downstairs level of the physical realm, standing right there, about to go into the downstairs. But from my left hand side, this purple portal opened up, and inside the portal, I could see like stars and like space kind of thing, and it was outlined in purple. And out from the portal came this man. Um, I did not recognize him, but I knew that I was to meet him, or at least to sort of like help him out at some point. And he came stumbling out of the portal, very afraid. He was very, very scared. Um, and he ended up landing in front of me on his knees. And I remember I kind of came down, and I came down to my knees as well, sort of eye level with him. And I was looking at him straight on. And he was sort of like in a panic, he was kind of shaken. And I looked to see what he was scared of. What was he running away from? And when I looked at the portal, this tall person came out of the portal. They were wearing a big trench coat and a hat. And they sort of looked like how like you would imagine, if you ever seen like Men in Black, kind of that idea. I don't think it was anything to be scared of, though. I could see that it was probably even a golden guide pushing him, sort of even scaring him to run into me, so that way I could share with him certain things. Um, but anyways, he was very frightened of this character. He didn't want to get like abducted, and that was the idea. And when he was in front of me and we were on our knees looking at each other, I said, well, you don't have to be scared. And I said, you never have to be scared, because the isness is always with us everywhere we go. Doesn't matter where we are. And I was pulling out these little pills from my pocket, and they were little red pills. Now that's, of course, like the Matrix idea, giving somebody the red pill, kind of like waking up, giving them that choice. And I remember I popped one of the little pills out, these little round red pills, and I held it out for him, and he took it from me. And when he put it in his mouth to eat it, he had that still very frightened look in his eyes. But instead of swallowing the pill right away, he was chewing it. And I thought that was very interesting. I remember that sort of like that body language. I was watching that he decided to chew the pill instead of swallowing it right away, sort of kind of referencing like chewing the idea, sort of chewing it over, gnawing on it, kind of like going over it, seeing if that's really what he wants, kind of thing, instead of just swallowing it right away. And I remember I told him that that's okay. You can chew it too. And I remember I sort of like, I helped him up from the ground, and we were going to go down into the first floor, or the physical realm. So very interested to see who this individual is. They're certainly ready for this wake up, but they kind of have to decide, to swallow that pill rather than just kind of chew it over. So that was the experience I wanted to share. Thank you.
That's cool, Jeremy. Sounds like he couldn't find the front door or the doorbell, so he came a different way. Yeah, so, and yeah, undoubtedly it was one of the boys just having fun, like an undercover agent or something like that, etc., kind of bringing him through. So that's a heads up to see who comes up next. And just like the people that I'm meeting, like Christopher here and other people, etc., all of a sudden they show up. Yeah, they drop into the physical. Their time is to make contact here, so that they can be ready to have the opportunity to wake up all the way as we get through this. So that's so cool. Yeah, and again, Jeremy, write down your experiences and share those with everyone. Also, I wanted to say that Ava and I are creating flags of the world with the new symbol on them. This is going to be an interesting experience too, as people see this imagery, and a lot of people will, of course, be bothered by it. And that's part of it too, to like and dislike and whatever, it's all part of it. This is our experience here, whatever it is, and we learn to see through it and be the shining sun, and we do what we do. So again, let's see what happens on the earth. Yes, thank you so much.